Hello, I'm Sue Ann Delt. Today is Thursday, November 12th, 2020, and this is my daily report and card pull. Thank you for viewing. I'm happy to see you and I'm happy to be here. So, it was hot today. It's still hot. It is 77 degrees outside right now. My nose is a little red and stuffy. I feel like maybe I'm catching a little bit of a cold. Hope not. Let's hope it's just allergies. And it'll be all over soon. Yeah, sounds good to me. So, you may remember a few days ago I showed you this. um, my attempt at doing a single crochet granny square. And it weren't too good. I mean, it's kind of interesting, but even with the swirls offside, it's still got some mess ups. It's got holes. That's a big hole, and it's got a bump here. Even if you did want it to wave, kind of like a hurricane. So I figured out what I was doing wrong with my corners, and then here's my next attempt. A little better. This is the thread I'm using. So, anyway, it's not necessarily meant to be anything. If I get it big enough before I lose interest, I may let it be a kitty blanket. You can never have too many kitty blankets when you have a lot of kitties. So that's my plan as of right now. We'll see what happens. But other than that, I just really wanted to get thread in my hands, get a crochet needle in my fingers, and kind of get my hands used to doing those projects again, because it's good. It's meditative and it's relaxing. Well, it's relaxing if you don't have to follow a pattern, because when you're trying to follow a pattern to make a specific item, you can't just kind of zone out and do it. You have to be counting your stitches and paying attention to what needs to be done next. And there's a place for that as well. And that can be fun, but it's not like zone out work, you know what I mean? It's kind of like sewing something using a pattern. You can't just zone out and do that. You have to be paying attention, or else no telling what you'll end up doing. You may cut your fabric wrong or whatever. Anyway, pardon my hoarseness, please, and my stuffy nose. Hope it's gone soon. So here's our beautiful deck. There's the book, Lord Tempest Zackroth. Let's pull a card, huh? What do you think, Burrito? Burrito. Burrito. She's taking a bath and has no time for my silliness. There it is. Oh, mugwort. Mugwort. Belladonna. Mugwort. Oh, Look how cool. It's got little eyes peeking over. The unassuming mugwort is an herb of many uses, including protection, consecration, uncovering memory, enhancing dreams, and guidance. As its scientific name hints at, mugwort is associated with the goddess Diana and women's mysteries. It has a reputation for being a wayfinder and a gateway to extrasensory perception, which is why it's used in charms to protect travelers of all kinds. Also, mugwort helps the dying and deceased find their way as they cross over to the next state of being. Messages from mugwort. Message 1. Consort with mugwort to open the door to experiencing visionary dreams, but take care to be respectful or you may get more than you bargained for. Message 2. Do not turn your nose up at the ordinary and commonplace. Just because something is readily available doesn't mean it's less valuable or effective than more difficult to acquire or expensive things. Everyday witchcraft is sourced from what is at our fingertips. Message 3. You may feel like you have lost your way or are stuck in a rut. Look to mugwort for guidance to illuminate the path before you and show you new opportunities. And that is our card for today. That's a good card. Mugwort is a fascinating herb. It's good for lots of things. It doesn't say it here, but I think you can make a tea from it. Don't go making tea without doing research because I could be wrong, but I think you can make a mugwort tea. I think you can smoke it. And again, don't go smoking it until you've done your research. You know, maybe you don't want to smoke it. Maybe you don't want to drink tea. Maybe all you want is Lipton's. Lipton's is good too. I think you can for sure burn it like an incense. You know, dry it or let it get dry, or buy it already dried and burn it on a charcoal disc. It's those little discs. They're about that big, and they when you light them with your lighter, they go and then eventually they turn kind of glowing orange, and then they turn white. And when they have turned white, that's when it's good to put your dried herbs on them to burn like an incense. Lots of fun. If you're interested in knowing more, let me know and I'll show you some. I have some somewhere in my boxes of tricks. So tonight's report is going to be a little short because I'm not feeling all that perky and my throat hurts a little bit and it hurts to talk, so I don't want to subject y'all to a fog talking to you through the internet. So I'm going to cut it short and maybe take a nice hot bath and get to bed at a reasonable hour. I was not very disciplined yesterday evening, and I stayed up way too late because I was you know, in my groove. I was having fun with my crochet project, and I was you know, watching Late Night with Seth Meyers on the Hulu and enjoying that and enjoying my little crochet project. And so I wasn't in a big hurry to shut all that fun down and go to bed, and then the next thing I knew, it was 2 in the morning. So I was like, oh no. And I went to bed and slept like a rock until the alarm went off. but it was only about 4 hours, maybe 4.5, something like that. So I'm going to need a little bit more than that tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow is Friday the 13th. Some say that it's an unlucky day. I like to look at it as a lucky day. Fridays are always good. 13 is a lucky number. Burrito is a crazy kitty. Behave. Behave, Burrito. She wants my yarn. She wants my crochet project. You can't have it. It's not for you. Well, maybe it will be when I'm finished, but not yet. So, yeah. You know, make tomorrow a lucky day. It doesn't have to be unlucky just because people say it is. If you want it to be a lucky day, just declare it as such, and it will be so. As much as any other day. I mean, you know, we'd like every day to be a good day, but it can't always be that way. We have good days and bad days, great days and horrible days, and you know, we have lucky days and unlucky days, and there's no reason why Friday the 13th has to be a bad day if you don't want it to be. Hi, Burrito. She showed y'all her butt if nothing else, so thanks. Alright, so I'm going to wrap this up, and I just want to say that I love you and I miss you, and I thank you for tuning in and watching my video, and I hope that you will click the like and subscribe and share it with someone that you think would like to watch my videos. And I hope to see you again tomorrow. Have a good evening. Good night.